Good morning, everybody. Today I'm going to be making banana bread. We have a show tomorrow, so we set up at Pokémon events, and I sell cookies and banana bread. So today I need to make a big batch because we have a big show in Bedford, in Bedford this weekend. So I'm going to be making a couple of different ones today. I'm going to be making plain banana bread, blueberry banana bread, chocolate chip banana bread, and then chocolate chip banana bread. So I thought I'd bring y'all along, for that. So I have everything kind of set out. I've already pre-oiled my pans. I already got a stick of butter melted in the microwave there. I got my bananas here. My blueberries I need to wash them. Got my chocolate chips out. So we're gonna just make some banana bread today. I've made this video before, but I figured why not bring y'all along. And then I'm also gonna be making cookies, but I probably won't stick y'all around, that long. These are the little stickers that I put on my bags and on my. Can y'all see that on my bags and stuff? So I have different little stickers that I put on there for Pokemon. See, like this one. And it's neat because the little kids, they'll come up and they'll pick, oh, I like this sticker, and they'll pick, whatever flavor of cookie or banana bread they want because of the sticker. So it's really neat. But yeah, let's get together. I've already washed my hands. I'm going to actually wash my blueberries at this moment. And I just wash them straight in the container. As long as you get some water through the whole thing and pick out any bad ones. Okay, so I got my blueberries nice and washed. I'm sure they're going to leak out on the counter. It's okay. But, so right now we need, and I still have to read my recipe, guys. It's one of those things where you can tell me your name, and I won't remember your name, but I'll remember your face. So, that's kind of how it is with me and my recipes. I still have to, read them, and it's fine. It's not a big deal. Hopefully one day I can pass some of these recipes down to the chitlins. That'd be cool. I know my oldest son, he bakes sometimes. He made homemade pizza dough. And I think he's made his own homemade cheese too, which, I tried to do that the other day. I wasn't a very good success at that. It's not a big deal. I think my milk was already bad. It don't taste bad. I should have added salt. Is what I should have done. Let's get into this, guys. So, what we're going to need right now is since I add blueberries or chocolate chips, I only use 2 bananas. So, I'm going to use 2 bananas. Guess we could go ahead and make the plain one first, but that's not very fun, is it? I need to get a bowl because all my banana peelings will go to the chicken, or not to the chicken, to the pigs. And Melissa, she likes eating them too. Technically, you're supposed to squish those down. I forgot to get my eggs out. I got some eggs over here. That's fine. Let me get a spatula. And a fork. Okay, and then you're going to need 2 beaten eggs. That's going to go in with your bananas. Try to mush these up. I mean, clearly I probably don't have to do that, but they're going to... Oh, and I got out my handy dandy mixer here. We're going to try to do it in the mixer. If y'all watched any of my other baking videos, I do not use a mixer. I do everything by hand. Okay, so these are for the cookies. I'm actually going to use this for the banana peels. What am I looking for? My butter. I need to get my butter out. And I like to melt my butter. I don't think you have to. You could probably just put your butter in there, but I melt mine for whatever reason. I just, to me it makes the bread softer. Use this measuring cup. I'm a little scatterbrained today, so you'll have to excuse me. That's going to go right into that. And I like to break my eggs separately because with farm fresh eggs, you never know what could happen. You don't want to ruin a whole batch of banana bread because you got one bad egg. Okay. All right, so we got that. And I'm going to go ahead and put my butter in there. Now you're going to need 1 cup of sugar. That's a half cup. This is not going to be able to reach in there, so that one's not going to reach in there either. So we need 1 cup sugar. And guys, I'll put this recipe down if y'all want to try it. I'll put it down in the description box. I'm pretty sure I have it on my other video, but it's fine. I will put it on there again. So 1 cup sugar. Man, it seems like a lot of sugar. And then we need hang on. So we're going to need 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Look at my little bee. Look at my friend gave me these. It's a whole set of them. They got little bees on them. It's freaking neat. I love these. Okay, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Bam. And then you need 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And I gotta open a new one here. Okay. So 1 teaspoon of baking soda. There's a lump in there and it's making it difficult. Really? Get off of there. Why is it all lumpy? Okay, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. All right. And then you need 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. So 1 1/4 cups all-purpose flour. I'm going to do my 4th cup first. Okay. And then we'll do our cup. Okay. Ta-da. And then what I do, I mix it and then I add in my other ingredients like my blueberries or my chocolate chips because I don't want them to get mushed. So let's go ahead and mix that in. Banana bread is one of the easiest things you can make. Turn it up a little bit. Get all that flour off the side there. I'm going to go in and scoop all that stuff off the side just to make sure. I'm getting everything nice and mixed here. So after all of your ingredients are mixed together, go ahead and pour in your blueberries or your chocolate chips or, whatever. You can add anything to, you can make strawberry banana bread too. Okay, so right now I'm going to go ahead and add in my blueberries. And guys, I kind of just eyeball it on my blueberries. Okay, I think that'd be enough. That's probably like 1/2 cup. And just kind of mix it in there. Don't have to be for very long. This thing is a pain in the keister sometimes. That's why I don't use it. And like I say, I already got my pans pre-oiled. That's making a mess, isn't it? Stop that. And then you're going to pour it down. I'm going to give one good round here. And then you're going to pour it into your pre-oiled pan. And then at this point, I'm going to put this back on there because we're going to continue using it. What I do also is I take some of the leftover blueberries and I just kind of sprinkle them on the top. It doesn't have to be a lot. And there we go. And this right here, I'm going to set it to the side because I'm going to make my other ones and then I'll put them all in the oven at the same time. So we start that process all over again. So I'm going to melt my butter. Which on 20 seconds this time to see. Get my bananas down in there. Try and pull off those stringy pieces. I got to renew my food handler's license in October. Got my church music going, my Christian music going on over there. Can't really hear it. Can't have it. I don't know what's up with that banana. I wonder if it got bruised real bad on that side. That's weird. Okay, so we're gonna mix those down. Or mush them down like we did earlier. Okay. Now we are going to add our 2 eggs. Pour that in there. Get my butter out. P.S. Y'all don't want your butter to be super duper burning when you pull it out of the microwave or however you heat it up, because it will cook those eggs. Don't ask me how I know. Okay, so we got that. We need our cup of sugar. Guess I can just try to pour that in there. All right. I tend to do things. Oh, that's why I don't do it like that. Okay, that's a cup of sugar. And if you ain't making a mess, you ain't doing it right, apparently. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Made a little bit more because that didn't have enough, I don't think. And then at this point, I mean, y'all can add vanilla. Y'all can add anything you want to in this. Okay, we got that. We got this. Let's mix. Well, actually, how you gonna do anything with no flour? That's what happens when I get to talking. Okay, put that one in there. That's a 1/4 cup. And then we're gonna put a cup. Valentina, you okay over there? Goodness. Sounds like a cat hacking up a hairball. Okay. Now we're gonna mix it. I'm gonna clean up that sugar right quick. Before I have a sticky mess. I don't want a sticky mess. Well, I still made a mess anyways, didn't I? Okay. Scrape off the sides. Whoops. Get my nice clean dish right here and clean up that sugar. Okay. So this one, I'm going to make this one chocolate chips. Let's open that. I'm going to mix it. Looks like enough to me. That was probably 1/2 cup too. Okay. And now you take your chocolate chips and you sprinkle some on top. And there you go. Set it to the side until you're ready to put it in the oven. Okay, now let's go ahead and make our plain one, because the next one after that, I'd have to wash the bowl and all that good stuff, and I don't want to do that. So let's make the plain one. I'm actually going to cut off the end of that one because that was kind of weird. Okay, now this one will get the 3 bananas since it's a plain banana bread. Was that 2? Yeah, 1 more. Try to pull off the little stringy stuff. That way somebody doesn't get a mouthful of the stringy stuff on the bananas. Okay, now get our eggs. I think I'm going to use my 2 eggs I got yesterday, actually. And I need to put my butter in the microwave. For anybody who doesn't know, well, on these butters, it tells you what a 1/4 cup equals, and then a 1/3 cup equals, and a 1/2 cup equals. So, and this stick of butter is 8 tablespoons of butter. So if you didn't know that, now you do. That egg was orange. So you know that chicken's eating good. Okay. Get my butter out here. Okay. Now we need our cup of sugar. Don't want to do that again. Needless to say, it did better that time than the first time. Okay, that's 1 cup of sugar. And then we need our salt and a baking soda. Okay. My nose is itchy. We're gonna need our 1 1/4 cup flour. That's 1/4. Oh, come on. And that's a cup. All right. What do we do now? We mix. I forgot to mush some bananas, so hopefully this is going to go better than I think it is. Yeah, there we go. Mixing, mixing. I know using a mixer is easier, but I like doing things by hand too. Okay. Let's turn that down, scrape off our sides here. What do I do with that thing? Here we are. Just to make sure we're getting all of our salt and our baking soda incorporated, because you need that to help make it rise. Okay, let's mix for a little bit more. If y'all wanted cinnamon banana bread, y'all could put cinnamon in. That'd be great. My husband likes cinnamon banana bread. All right, let me get my pan here. Whoopsie. Get off there. And if you wanted to, you could also slice you up some fresh bananas and put on top. And then your cinnamon. That sounds great, actually. Okay. And that's your plain banana bread. Come on, get on there. There we go. Set it to the side until we're ready. All right, now, last, final bread. Chocolate banana chip bread. I make chocolate chip cookies this way too. Get those stringy pieces off. I usually take off the end there. Okay, now pay close attention because this one is going to be different, but not by very much. The recipe is still the same. It's just you're adding another ingredient into it. Come on, sugar. Okay, we got our sugar ready. Let's get our butter ready. Okay. Now these two eggs we're definitely going to separate. I'm not quite sure. Don't remember how old they are. That one's good. Okay, this one. Please don't be bad. I don't want to have a stinky kitchen. Nope. Good egg. Now, whenever you're doing this, if you're using duck eggs, it's way better than chicken eggs. I'll tell you that. I just don't have any more ducks anymore. Okay, get our butter. Come on, get off there. Put our sugar in. Okay. All right. Now, y'all know I've been doing that wrong. I sure have. I've been putting a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda when it's actually a teaspoon. So, I messed up. So what I'll have to do most likely is pull those other ones and add more baking soda. That's fine. Not a big deal. We can fix it. Since I already put a 1/4, I'm only going to put a little bit. Yeah, I totally read that wrong. It's okay. Things happen. Can be fixed. All right, now we need a cup of our flour. Already put my sugar? Yes, I got distracted. And then our 1/4 cup. Okay. Mistakes happen. It can be fixed. I'm not worried about it. But you need that baking soda to make them rise. If you don't have enough, they ain't going to rise. They're going to be flat. Okay. chocolate chip banana bread. You're going to add, let's get a tablespoon here, of cocoa powder. Probably do about a teaspoon and a half, kind of, sort of. Mix it up. Let's do it a little bit faster here. Nah, maybe not too fast. Okay, gotta scrape everything down from the sides. Where'd my spatula go? Okay. Once that's incorporated in, you're gonna add your chocolate chips. Okay, so right now I'm gonna go ahead and add my chocolate chips. And of course they all stuck to the side whenever I did that. Why guys? Why are y'all sticking to the side? Get down in there. I actually need to add some more. Okay, let's make sure that's gonna get incorporated real good here. Okay, that should be good enough. I want to overmix. Why am I having such an issue with these papers? Okay. Might have had too many chocolate chips on that one. All right, now we're going to set this one aside. And I'm going to fix the other ones. But first, I'm going to do dishes, a little bit of cleanup. Whew. Okay, guys, so I got everything fixed. All my baking soda in how it's supposed to be. I got them in the oven. You're going to leave them in the oven for about 45 minutes. 45 minutes, and then you're going to check it with like a fork or a toothpick and see if it comes up clean. If it comes out clean, then you're good to go. So we will come back. I'm going to get all this mess cleaned up, and I will come back and show you everything at the end. Well, banana breads are done. Unfortunately, today we had a mishap. That one and then the chocolate chip one both stuck to the pan. The blueberry one did pretty good, except for the fact that it sunk a little bit right here in the middle for whatever reason today. Maybe my oven was too hot or something, not sure. But that's what we got. They'll be packaged and put up, and hopefully we can take them to the show tomorrow. So, sometimes things don't work out as you expect, and that's fine. See the chocolate chip one? But I'm going to tell you what, it still tastes good. Some chocolate milk or some white milk, that'll be good. Yeah, things usually, you know, sometimes those pans, I need to find me some different pans. They're the Pioneer Woman pans, so I need to find me some different ones. But like I say, you know, mistakes happen, stuff happens. It's not a big deal. I can always rebake another one. But guys, like and subscribe, hit that notification button, and I'm going to put this description down in the bottom. See how it comes out for you guys. We'll catch y'all in the next one. God bless.